So how's it going? This is Montez Willis, and I am doing something that has kind of been on my heart, and I've actually been inspired by the first lady at my church. For the past couple of Sundays, she's been doing like these inspirational spiritual nuggets for maybe about 2 or 3 minutes, and that's it. So I've decided that whenever God puts something on my heart, I just want to share and encourage somebody. So I think going forward, whether it's, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, it's just going to be whenever God puts something in my heart. I've decided that I want to kind of give a spiritual nugget to all of my friends and family, and hope it blesses you as God blesses me. So it's something, like I said, I've decided to do. And like I said, the videos won't be too long, unless God says something else. But with that being said, I'm going to start off this first, spiritual nugget, or whatever you may want to call it. And I've been thinking, because if you are any way like me, which I'm pretty sure most people are, you all have experienced dry seasons or dry times in your life. There's been times in your life where you feel like everything was smooth sailing. You felt like everything was clicking and going the exact way you planned. Every job you applied to, raises was coming, your family was doing good, your relationship life was good. You felt like you was hearing God's voice like never before. But as we all know, there are some seasons that we sometimes don't experience the same thing in all the seasons. So I just want to drop this one verse on you real quick, which is Galatians 6:9. And it says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." So I just want to encourage somebody with that word on this evening, because the word, it blessed me. And one thing that I've come to understand when going through seasons and going through times in my life where I felt like everything was just at a stalemate, was I understood there is an aspect of seasons in our spiritual lives as well. So when you think about the seasons, when you think about, how the summer, needs the fall, and the fall goes on to the winter, and the winter needs the spring, and all of these seasons work in conjunction with one another. And what I've come to find out is that some seasons may just be a season of growing, but it doesn't mean the season isn't productive. For instance, my season could be winter, and I'm talking in a spiritual sense. And then my season of winter can be the time where I produce everything that I need. But for somebody else during a season of winter, it can be a season where everything is just it's cold and frozen. They feel like they can't get ahead. But right around the corner is spring. So understand that even though there are different seasons in our lives, whether you may be a spiritual season of winter, a spiritual season of summer, a spiritual season of fall or spring, or whatever it is, every season is designed for every single person to produce what you need. So don't be discouraged when you feel like you're going through a time where nothing is clicking. Because once again, everything works in conjunction with one another. And everything is a time for it to just be set up for when it's time to do something. So once again, I want to encourage you to don't give up, as the word says. Do not become weary in doing good, because at the right time, once again, if you do not give up, you will reap exactly what you've been waiting on. So once again, I just want to encourage somebody that may feel like that they're going through a tough time, or things have kind of just hit a roadblock. Be encouraged. Do not give up, because I'm telling you, life is about seasons. It's about cycles. And honestly, even though you might not feel like you're growing in a specific season, I promise you, all seasons work together. All seasons. I know you may hate the winter, but trust me, it works for your good when it's all said and done. So I hope you were encouraged on tonight, and I just want you to know to never give up. All right, have a good night.